Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Phoenix Suns. And it's the Knicks to start out. Here's Brunson. Pass to Hart. To the paint. Here's Anunoby. Stoudemire with the defensive effort. Here's Marbury. Marion with it. Now Stoudemire. Shot clock at 6.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
First personal foul.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the three. See if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Pass to Brunson. Anunoby. Anunoby can't get that one to fall. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Stoudemire. At the elbow, Williams. That's to Marbury. Here's Stoudemire. 5 on the clock. Over Hart. A shot by Stoudemire, no good. Brunson outside. On the wing, Bridges. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Back to Bridges. And stolen by Williams. Here's Marbury. Stoudemire trying to break free. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Brunson outside. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. About time. Starting to wonder a bit if they were ever going to knock a shot down.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Brunson outside. Pass to Towns. New York, no good that time either.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Anthony Towns.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And the basket by Johnson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Marion in the corner. And stolen by Anunoby. In the corner, it's Bridges. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
We know Mikal Bridges is a legit threat from deep, and boy, does he love the corners.
They get the rebound. It's stolen. Hart with it. Hardaway picks him up. Here's Anunoby. Rebounded by Marion. The Suns trailing. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Got a piece of it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Knicks now. Pass to Johnson. Suns moving the ball around. Back to Hardaway. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Brunson. Mari Stoudemire missing his last shot.
Phoenix
Basket, good.
Bow out.
Boy, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his
At the
game.
line for the Knicks.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At the line for one.
Free throw, no good for Brunson. The Suns on offense. Hardaway up top. Pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off the
That's
money.
the end of the first quarter with the score.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
The Knicks.
Suns
9.
lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Johnson can't hit. New York trailing.
Phoenix foul. Randy Brown. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Payne. Down low. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Assisted.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, CA. Thank you.
Josh Hart.
And the Knicks with possession here. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is. Back
to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
With the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Back to McBride. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Joe Johnson picks one up.
Second team foul.
For New York, they had shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. No good on the second free throw. Pass to Outlaw. Takes it inside.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one, sending it right over the top to the shooter.
McBride with the ball. On the wing, Anunoby. It's Hart on the wing. Shot clock at 2.
Josh Hart.
Drills the three-pointer. Hart's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Anunoby. And Phoenix pushing it up now. The shot's good from Stoudemire. Stoudemire's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Here's
2
Marbury.
minutes remaining in the first half.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Josh Hart.
It's
Second
going to go
personal foul.
on Josh Hart.
First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your Suns, Stephon.
The first one falls. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's New York. Trailing by 2. Beyond the arc. There's Brunson from deep.
3.
The consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
Stripped away. To the middle. Here's Towns.
Anthony Towns.
He gets that one.
Assist goes to.
And now a 3-point New York lead.
Phoenix.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Suns trail by 3. Here's Marbury. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Second team foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for
These
Phoenix,
are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
taking 2 shots.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Pass to Hart. Launches a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Marbury. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Marbury's got 7 points.
Boy, forget about keeping it simple. He went for the high degree of difficulty on that lay-in.
The kick out to Towns. Clock at 6. Towns is doubled. Brunson, that's a two-pointer. Misses the jumper.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-pointer tip. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Marion outside. Pass to Marbury. Outside Hardaway. No good from outside. Bridges deciding where to go with it.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Your Suns,
Knicks out front.
22.
They lead by a bucket. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Suns trailing. To the inside. Williams. Towns with the defensive effort. And so here is New York. Anunoby outside. Pass to Hart. Back to Anunoby. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Suns trail by 4. Stoudemire inside. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Stoudemire's got his second basket. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Inside. Hart, that's good. Hart's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Knicks.
Boy, you have to love how Jalen Brunson orchestrates this offense. So good at getting the ball where it needs to be.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Hart, wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The finish. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
New York leading by 6. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Out to Brunson. The offensive rebound to the wing right side. 6 to shoot. And another shot. New York needs to get off a shot. And finally, that one's good.
Timeout.
Assisted by
Hart's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
You love the
Phoenix
effort
timeout.
Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
And the Suns call time.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
All right, fans, that was your new Knicks squad. Make some noise.
Suns trail by 8. Shot to stop the run. And the dunk by Marion.
Little Petty with the
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
And so here's Phoenix. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
2 minutes.
Pass to Achua.
2 minutes.
Can't hit from in close. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
They get it back. Marion. Five to shoot. Here's Marbury. And Stoudemire slams it in.
The slam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Joe Johnson.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Joe Johnson picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And both free throws good for Achua. 1:16 left in the third quarter. And here is Hardaway. He's got 6. Left side Williams. And stolen by Achua. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's McBride. And he banks in the layup. And the Knicks lead by 8. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for New York.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
New York.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. Here's McBride. Pass to Achua. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Knicks ball.
There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Defensively, here's what Hardaway gives you. The rare versatility to switch 1 through 5, and he is always in help position.
Back to Marion. And Sean Marion with the slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Here's McBride. What a performance from Josh Hart. He has been the story for New York. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 4. Jacks up a 3. Gugliotta grabs the board.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Hardaway. It's rebounded by Anunoby. New York leading by 4. Pass to Bridges. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Knicks ball.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Robinson. Bridges inside. And Towns throws it down.
Timeout.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You've got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Phoenix calls timeout.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. Needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Pass to Towns. And here's Brunson. Left side, Towns. The kick out to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Towns down low. Kept alive. For 3, Bridges. Here's Robinson. Back to Towns. New York moving it around. Over to the left wing. Here's Brunson. Brunson chiseling it in.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Here's Marbury. Robinson with the block.
It'll be a turn.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Here's Marbury. Johnson outside. Hardaway for three. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And here's Brunson outside. And Anunoby now top of the key. Pass to Robinson. Back to Anunoby. For the three. Good on the triple. Anunoby's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
Well, you like the decision-making from OG Anunoby right there. Picking quality shots, gets into his jump shooting motion. Well done.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Out left to the wing. From deep, Brunson. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Clock at 6. Bridges outside. Takes a three. Rebounded by Marion.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Williams up on top. Back to Stoudemire. It's rebounded by Brunson. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road. They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
To halt the run.
Well, really good effort on defense from Jalen Brunson, really making it hard on his man to try to score.
Phoenix foul.